Well, good afternoon, folks. You join me on a early February Saturday. Another wee errand into Edinburgh, which, although it's wet and windy, it's not salty and it's not mega cold, so the wing's on point. I'm going to take a slightly, as you do, took a direct route in, didn't bother filming it because basically I forgot to turn the camera on and I was talking to myself for ages. Anyway, as you do when you're out on your bike, you take the long road home, so that's what we're going to do. And it'll almost certainly chock it with rain at some point. It's been quite heavy showers all day that have been interspersed with bits like this where it's a wee bit blowy, but nothing drastic. Don't come into Edinburgh often these days. It always surprises me how much has changed each time I come in, but I suppose that's the same for anybody who maybe used to live or work in a big city and then moves out of it or further away from it and has comes in very infrequently compared to what they did. The pace of change, you don't really notice it when you're working in there all the time. It's pretty constant. But if you come in quite infrequently, as I do, you certainly do notice the difference. Well, that's a sign of a good economy if there's cranes and all sorts of stuff like that. Building what's going on. But then again, the economy is not doing so well, so who says that's a good thing anymore? See cranes, I don't know. Not cold, what is it, 7 degrees? Although it's wet and windy, it's not cold. Now we start to head back down to the borders properly. E68, the main trunk road through the borders. The other one that's probably more through the borders than this one is A7, which cuts across, sort of diagonal across the borders from Edinburgh to Carlisle. Actually, it's not classed as a trunk road. It doesn't get the same level of treatment, especially in the winter, as the A68 does. And actually, we'll get pretty high on this little suture, so we're going to get some wind. It's only for a short time. Doubt there'll be snow up there. There often is, but I don't think it'll be there today. There's more snow due in tonight. I was working from home yesterday and I was sitting in my wee house, beavering away, and it looked like a Hollywood blizzard outside. Snow swirling in all directions, really thick, you could barely see the end of the garden. But just as quickly, it's laying there, and then as quickly as that, it's gone. 20 minutes, I had no idea it was there. Bit of blue sky. There's there's that. Ooh. Jings, he said. That sort of hits up Sutra, definitely. The trees on one side tend to break it up a little bit. There are gaps. That's where we'll get the gusts. When you look at the trees ahead of us there, you see where the predominant winds come from. And right on cue where the trees are. Yep. Big bike meat. You got a nice roll in there, definitely. Nice filled roll. Excuse me. This hell is sore throat and a cough. LFT test this morning, all clear as expected. It's getting to that point, isn't it, where you can't have a cough in public anymore. Practically ostracised, a clear space round about you. I've got a sore throat and a cough. It happens. Ahead. Now you get a nice meal in this place up here on the left. Nice lunch. Juniper Lee. Highly recommended. Very good. Lovely inside. If you can see the line of vehicles up there. Up the hill. Over to the right over here, Sutra Isle. An old Sutra Isle's like an old church, and I believe there's, I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure there's like clay pits up there and stuff like that. So obviously the community was very rural at that time. Sutra Isle. Before we get it at the top here, at least for a spell. I mean, they don't put windmills up where it's no windy, do they? Whole load. There's more on the other side over here. This right hand side went up first. We go over the crest of the hill into the distance. There we go. That's it. As expected, to be fair. You have to get a bit of respite when you get to the trees here. Both of you, see for miles into the borders. Not be long now and it'll start to change. What is it? It's early February. What I've got? It's probably about 7 weeks until the clocks change. No guarantee the weather changes at that point either, but usually tail end of March into April it starts to warm up a bit, even if it's very wet sometimes. Wet don't make no difference.